What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back, speaking my sports talk. All right, check it out, man. Canelo, Alvarez, Caleb Plant. Uh, yep. It's not going over as smoothly as we would have hoped, but I think a lot of us could have expected that. Well, what's up, man? Let me get some shout outs. Sergio in the building, bro. They postponed Conor Ben versus Granados this Saturday. Conor Ben came up with, oh my goodness. Are you kidding me, Sergio? I didn't even see that, bro. Thanks for bringing that up. That's horrible. I'm big on Conor Ben. I really wanted to see that fight. That sucks. Remy 22, mi hermano, what's good with your fan? What's good? He said, what up, D, in chat about Canelo Plant. At first, I said Canelo should be roasted, but then I read what Plant said and realized that he's the first PBC fighter to disclose details. Bullshit, he said. Liar. Tell him already. Tell him. Yeah, man. Really, bro. Yeah, speedy recovery to Ben, but that was one of the biggest fights that I was waiting to see this weekend, Remy. No doubt. Tank. Prime time in the building. What's good, Tank? Joshua Little John, what's good with you, my brother? What's good? Good to see you. Dizzle in the building. Dizzle was good. Working and waiting on D. Come on, Tank. I'm going to be about 5 or 6 minutes late for you. You already know that, Tank. Oh, man. What's good, fellas? What's good? Shadow boxing in the building. What's good with you, brother? What's good? So yeah, man. Caleb Plant and this nonsense, man. The PBC, look, they bring up everything. Even started talking issues, same issues, BJS and this damn ring size and all of that. Well, here's the skinny on this. I don't really get it with these guys. They need to be honest with themselves. And not only that, let me switch that over. They also need to be honest with the fans. But more or less themselves, though. You are not beating Canelo, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to beat him. So, damn it. I don't understand what all of this is about. Ringside, look. Canelo can give you a 20-foot ring Plant. You're not going to get away. You're going to gas out. Even if you start moving around of sorts, as they say, Canelo has problems with movers. Even if you start moving around, you're going to gas out. Your legs are going to slow up. You're going to get put away. It's nothing any ring size or anything could do to help you out with that. You know what I mean? Let me see. Joshua said, what's up with D. Jefferson? Oh, man, Joshua. You know how I go. PBC always. Yeah. I mean, look, I said this before this fight, Joshua. I mean, not Joshua, sorry. Shadow boxing. Before this fight ever popped off, I said this. PBC is going to be seeking a multiple fight deal with Canelo. And if they don't get that, they're going to want Caleb Plant to get a handsome purse because it's all about that cut, bro. It's all about that cut. This ain't about Caleb Plant as much as it is about Al Haymon. Things have to work out. See, what Caleb Plant wants was fine. Al was fine with that as well. But it had to come along with some more fights with Canelo. And I don't think that Reynoso and Canelo are playing these multi-fight deal games. I don't think they're playing those games. And again, like Remy said, Caleb Plant gave up more information than any of these PBC fighters would. Unless that name Gary Russell, because he's straight flaming Al Haymon right now. But yeah, he gave up more info, and look, man, the big part of it has to be BS. It's garbage. They lying their asses off, bro. Straight up. They lying. Whatever they're telling us the reasons are, that this fight's not going down. It is not even that. Probably not even close to that. Probably not even close to that, fam. Is it true Canelo's in talks with Bivol? Well, Canelo has Benavidez, Artur and on the line if Plant doesn't, work out. This whole Bivol situation, I ain't so sure, but he been wanting to fight Canelo. I think that's the one. That's the guy that could get him. If anybody could get him, I think it's Dmitry Bivol, but I think that would be like the premier fight, bro. I think it would be either Zurdo Ramirez, Artur or Jose Benavidez. If Plant doesn't go, see, the thing is with Jose Benavidez, I think fans want that more. I got Jose Benavidez last. I think Zurdo, Gilberto Ramirez, or Artur Beterbiev. The reason I say that is because Plant is PBC. Benavidez could actually be in the cards. This could be something that's being negotiated with Al Heyman because Al know that's a big fight. All right, let Canelo go in here and beat up Plant because we already know that that's going to happen. Then put him in there with Jose Benavidez. So I make money behind money. Canelo like, nah, Plant, this is what we're going to do. Probably rematch clause in there, and that's it. Plant. So if he can beat me, you'll get another fight. If he can't, I'm going about my merry way. And I don't like that. So, but Bivol, I think, probably is, but I'm pretty sure Reynoso ain't crazy. It's probably last on the totem pole at this point. Canelo still got a lot to do. If you go and fucking lose to Bivol, then it ain't going to kill everything. Get the rematch, hopefully win. I mean, Joshua made him a bigger star when he lost to Ruiz. I said that too before. Said he lost to Ruiz. I said when he go back and take his belts, he's going to be even bigger than he was before he lost, and he most certainly was. So, James, what's up, James? What's good with you, bro? Blessings to you, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's true. I hope Bivol and Canelo have a trilogy. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The only thing I worry about Bivol is the same nonsense with GGG in that first fight, man. The politics. I mean, if the guy wins, give it to him. GGG, the first fight I had, it was going either way. They could have gave it to GGG. I would have been okay with that. Clearly, the politics was not having it. It was a draw. And I think that with Dmitry Bivol, Artur Beterbiev, Gilberto Ramirez, all three of them, Zurdo, they're going to have to beat Canelo very convincingly. Benavidez is not beating Canelo. I don't care what these silly fans believe. He ain't beating Canelo. Benavidez, no. Zurdo Ramirez is my guy, mi hermano. You my dude, Zurdo, but nah. Artur Beterbiev and Bivol, those are the guys that have the chance to stop this Canelo run, this Canelo reign. But Jose Benavidez and Zurdo ain't going to do it, man. They ain't going to do it. BK in the building. What's good with you, BK? Good to see you this morning. Good to see you, brother. James says Caleb Plant will get KO quicker than BJS. I don't know. Could be. He could potentially get stopped earlier than BJS. He could take it a little longer than BJS. They're both similar in the way that they move around and get the hell out of Dodge. You know what I mean? Hold on 1 second, guys. So they both similar in the way they move, and it's just about when Canelo catches up to him. Caleb Plant could take him deeper than BJS. he could get caught with something and, you know, he could get caught with something and go away earlier, but Caleb Plant's pretty tough. I mean, he moves pretty good. He can take a punch. He just don't have anything to deter Canelo. He ain't gonna hurt Canelo. That dude don't have the power to hurt Canelo. You know, Caleb Plant and BJS, I always thought was a good fight, James. I always was intrigued by that fight. I wonder who would win. So I think they like even kill, bro, on competition. You know, I had those two guys that way the whole time. Before Canelo came on the set, I had BJS. I actually had BJS at the bottom, and then Caleb Plant, and then Callum Smith, and then Jose Benavidez. However, I thought Jose Benavidez and Callum Smith were the guys that were competitive with each other, and that Caleb Plant and Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders were the guys that were competitive with each other. So I think it's close. You know, he's going to get the same type of beating. He's not that guy. Caleb Plant is not that guy that's going to be the Canelo stopper. We talked about those two guys, and it's not Benavidez either. It's not Zurdo Ramirez. It's Artur Beterbiev or Dmitry Bivol. If it's not either of those two guys, I'm not saying I don't think they can win. I don't think they can win. Gary, a gangster. BK, did you see Conor Ben fight? Yeah, man, we was talking about that, BK. Sucks, bro. Sucks. This COVID nonsense. T.O., Conor Ben, Tyson Fury. Crazy, bro. Crazy. David Benavidez is the only problem for Canelo. Foolery. That is 110% complete foolery. James. Baba Yaga. No. David Benavidez is more problem for Canelo than Artur Beterbiev or Dmitry Bivol. They'll beat his ass. Both of them will beat David Benavidez's ass. James. Artur Beterbiev will knock David Benavidez out. Dmitry Bivol outbox him. Could possibly stop him too. Got dropped by Alvarez. And no plan, Artur Beterbiev to lock Canelo in for the PBC. Yeah, Reynoso had talked about that. Remy, you sent me that link, as a matter of fact, a while back when Reynoso was talking about, them probably looking at Artur Beterbiev if this Plant situation don't go through. So I see Artur Beterbiev or Zurdo Ramirez. Y'all keep that in mind. I keep saying that for a reason. Ain't nobody heard nothing. That's what I'm telling you. Artur Beterbiev or Zurdo if Plant don't go down. Canelo's like Spence, though. He's got plenty of options, bro. Tank Davis. Joshua. These guys got plenty of fights they can take. Anthony Joshua, Tank, Canelo, Spence, they have fights everywhere. Plenty of fights to take. They're not limited. So, Bivol and Beterbiev, yeah. If Truax can walk him down, I could only imagine what. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Shadow. Like, come on, bro. You getting touched up by Caleb Truax. John Daly. What's up, brother? John, didn't I have you up here before? Let me see. I didn't even invite anybody up. Let me see. Special guest. Joshua Little John. Let me see, Joshua. I don't know if you've been up on the morning show yet, Joshua. John, I'm going to get you next time Joshua was in here. I just didn't do it yet. I just thought about it when you came in. But Joshua Little John, this morning, the invite is open to you, my friend. If you can't come up, it is fine. Just wanted to extend that invitation. Come up, kick it with your boy D Jeff. That goes out to you, Joshua Littlejohn. Links in the chat. BK said, "Oh, it sucks." All right, yeah, I got it. Also, yeah, man, yeah. It just keeps happening, and it's these fights, these marquee fighters, man. What's good, John Daly? Good to see you, Bivol. You hope it's Bivol that gets it. I really do too. I really do too. Forget about that Craig Richardson fight, man. He's off for a little bit. That was something just to get him back into the swing of things. Forget about the Craig Richardson fight. Bivol's good. But I think that's the guy to do it, bro. I think he's the guy to beat Canelo. I don't, I'm not saying he will or whatever, but I think that when Canelo goes in the ring with these other guys, like, BJS and Callum Smith, I'm like, bro, you're not going to beat Canelo. Caleb Plant, you're not going to beat Canelo. And he goes in the ring with Bivol, man. I don't know, man. It's going to be a really good fight here. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I remember that, John. Yeah. Shout out to you. Appreciate it. Yeah, excuse me for a second, real quick, guys. Damn. Sorry about that. Damn, nose is blocked up. Couldn't go on. G-Man boxing in the building. What's good with you, G-Man? Salute to D Jeff. Conor Ben fighters off now. Yeah. We were just talking about that, man. Damn, COVID strikes again. Oh, man. Look, the cause you call chameleon. They come and go. You come and go. Oh, man, G-Man. Yeah, man, it sucks, bro. It's just tearing up, But look, remember, I ain't gonna complain too much, right? Because when it first came out, we didn't have boxing at all. No boxing, right? So it is what it is. It's not the worst thing in the world. Not the worst thing in the world. Canelo versus Benavidez on Mexican Independence Day. Now, I read a report, right, where it says that the Plant fight might not happen, and Canelo might not be fighting in September. I can't remember where I read that at, but that will be significant. Because we know that Canelo generally locks down that September date. And if he's not, here's something. Not Caleb Plant. Shakur Stevenson, Jamel Herring in November. What do y'all think about that? Now, let me see. Let me see if I could pull this article up, this one up, because I think that would be great, bro. Shakur Stevenson and Jamel Herring. Definitely good for Shakur Stevenson. I think that Jamel Herring should win. He should win that fight. But you never can tell. Hold on, we'll find an article for y'all. I was reading this last night. Shakur Stevenson and Jamel Herring. I think they said targeted for November. And Shakur Stevenson, even though these guys weren't, that wasn't the fight that was supposed to happen or whatever. Shakur Stevenson, he been talking kind of greasy about Jamel Herring. In a couple of interviews, he's like, "Look, man, Jamel can't beat me. That man know he can't beat me," and all of this type of stuff. And You start talking like that about another fighter, man. As they say, them's fighting words. Damn, bro. I'm trying to find out. Anyway, however, even whether I find it or not, I definitely want to see that fight. I hope that this fight will be made. They need to do something. Bob Arum needs to do something with Shakur Stevenson. That's for sure, bro. He has to do something with Shakur. He can't let this kid just dwizzle away. See, that's the thing. You go over to the top rank, and Bob puts you in position early in your career, and then he starts to slow off. The thing with Shakur is still early. He ain't done nothing. He hasn't fought anyone. Where the fuck? Where's that article? I don't want to say anything wrong. I just was reading that article last night. You know what? I'll do it this way. I read so much stuff, man. Plus I'm in this class and stuff. So, yeah, there it is. On the Insider, Boxing Insider. Man, forget about Box 24. Might be some garbage news anyway. I see Box 24. Anytime Boxing 24 reports on something, believe 50% of it. Like 50% of it. So there we go, guys. I found it. I came across this. I'll pull it up, though. I'll pull this one up. Put this on the screen. So according to the Boxing Insider, see what y'all talking about right quick. See what we got in the building. Canelo versus Golovkin 3 for me. Thuy. Damn that fight, bro. I don't want to see that fight. Canelo got bigger fish to fry. Eddie Hearn said hopefully in 48 hours from when negotiations halted, head should cool off. Yeah. He said, no, you're right. To be fair, at least we have fights and good fights as well. Hello. You think Team Plant will try to drag this out? I think they already are, G-Man. And I think that they're trying to get more from Canelo, which is what the issue is. Canelo Ox Steel in the building. What's good, Ox? Oh, boy. John Daly says the zone predicting Bivol better be in September. Yeah. I wouldn't mind either of those fights. I'd rather Plant, but can't say that I wouldn't mind him fighting Bivol. Sorry, guys, or better be a. All right, anyway, let's do this. Let's see what the Boxing Insider is talking about when it comes to this. These guys. All right, let me blow this up so y'all can see it a little better. It's tomfoolery, man. Tomfoolery at its finest. All right, see what we got here. Shakur Stevenson versus Jamel Herring likely for mid-November. Yeah, I knew something about November. Okay, despite being good friends, Shakur Stevenson continued to scream and shout for his mandatory title shot against WBO super featherweight titleist Jamel Herring. Now, after winning the WBO interim strap against Jeremiah Nikahila, however you say his name, on June 12th earlier this year, he'll get his wish. At first reported by Dan Raphael, formerly with ESPN, promoter Bob Arum has set a date and has set a date of November 13th for the pair to face off. No site has been confirmed as yet, but all the signs point to their clash taking place. Okay, cool. So nothing official yet, but it looks like it's going to happen. News of this title shot taking place soon will bring an immediate smirk to the face of Stevenson. Since winning silver at the 2016 Olympic Games, the New Jersey native has been as spectacular as a pro. In only his 13th professional fight, Stevenson captured the WBO featherweight title the one-sided rout over Joet Gonzalez. He was unable to defend his title, his newly won belt. However, as he opted to move up in weight. Both Herring and Stevenson have shared numerous training camps, sessions, and worked closely with one another. Still, though, while Stevenson has a great reverence for Herring as a fighter, his mindset has always been business is business. And I'm not going to read that whole article, but that's interesting, bro. Mid-November, I hope it happens, bro. I hope it happens. That's all I'll say there with that. We need to see Jamel in a legitimate fight, you know, to be fair, bro. This dude has to fight a legitimate fight. So, you know, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with Jamel. Let me see. Yeah, that would be a great fight for November, Remy. I think so. Stevenson versus Herring, nice fight. Yeah, I think so. There he is. There he is. What's good with you, Joshua?
Shit, just getting off work, bro.
Oh, you worked the graveyard? You worked that night shift?
Yes, sir. I work from 6:30 to 5 in the morning.
Good God Almighty.
Yeah, but since we getting double overtime till the end of this month, I worked 2 extra hours in, so shit.
Oh yeah, double overtime? Yeah, get that bread. So what do you think, man? You think the PBC, you think they trying to suck some more fights out of Canelo Alvarez? What do you think going on over there with that?
Well, to be honest, I mean, I don't think they want to risk that belt unless he's gonna be fighting under that banner. Right. Or at least for a 3-fight deal. But at the same token, Canelo ain't gonna leave his zone. What the fuck is they thinking?
Well, he's not really with them. He's not really with them. But I'll tell you this. I'm with you like this. He ain't gonna be signing no 3-fight deal with the PBC. I don't think that's gonna happen. See, Canelo and Reynoso, they pretty much moving about how they need to move around. These other networks and stuff, they have to get them into a fight to get them on their network. Whether that be the Zone, Showtime, doesn't matter. Canelo and Reynoso, he's a total free agent now. So Eddie he running off at the mouth like, you know, he about Canelo business, but he not Canelo's promoter. He only Canelo's promoter when he's on the fight with the Zone. Yeah. So the Zone not really the problem. The problem is that I believe the PBC wants too much from Canelo to get this fight with Plant. And to me, it's stupid because this is an opportunity not only for Canelo, but for your guy too. It's an opportunity for Plant to become 4-belt undisputed. Now, we don't believe that will happen because I think Canelo wins. However, this is still an opportunity. Whether you could cash in on that opportunity or not is up to you, which is up to Plant. But this is an opportunity.
First off, Plant, he can't draw in nobody like Canelo can. What the fuck? Come on, man.
Not even close, bro.
Hell no. I mean, that's almost as dumb as Keith Thurman asking for $10 million.
Yeah.
You know, what the fuck?
Especially asking for it from Bob Arum, because you know you're not getting $10 million from Bob. Yeah, what do you think about this Shakur Stevenson, Jamel Herring situation? May pop off in November.
I'm liking that. I think that's a good fight. You know what I mean? Shakur Stevenson, I mean, he get bashed a lot for not having good opposition, you know, but at the same time,
fair.
He working with what's in front of him, I guess. You know what I mean? I can't knock him for this fight.
This is a good step-up fight for him. This would be a valid opponent. You know, definitely the best on his resume for sure. And Jamel's a champion. Shadow Boxing said Herring gonna humble Stevenson. Could happen. It could happen, Shadow Boxing. I picked Stevenson to win, but that could definitely happen, bro, because he fought nobody like Jamel.
My thing is, with all this capping in between Haney and Ryan Garcia, Ain't none of them step to Rich Comey though. You know what I mean? He ain't got no dance partner. What the fuck is the hold up? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, John, I seen it in more than one place. So if I see it on like Box 24 or something like that, and I don't really see it anywhere else, bro, I don't even speak on it, John. But I did see that with Jamel and Shakur and other places, not just Box 24. Yeah, but Boxing Social running it. Yeah. When you see all the reputable sources running it, then you can. But if it's just coming from Box 24, Boxing 24, or Boxing Nation, man, they got the most fugazi reports. It's like a whole crew of Mike Coppingers over there. Bigger fish to fry. Canelo GGG does more than, man. Shadow boxing. No one cares about Canelo GGG besides you and Mike from Vegas, my boy Big Mike.
Hell, if
Black and brown boxing, what's good with you, brother? What you say, Joshua?
I said, hell, if everything go good with Canelo and Bivol, that could be the next great fucking trilogy right there. We don't need to.
That could be the big fight. You okay, love? Tired?
I'm seeing that going 50-50 either way. You know what I mean?
You need to come down here and hold on real quick, Josh. You need to come down here.
No, it's making
all right.
every pass.
Oh, fuck. Oh, wow. Damn. Yeah. All right, man. My wife, man, she work online and her systems is screwy. She got to get in all these windows and got a bunch of passwords. They making her change all over. Some fuck shit. That is terrible. Spectacular as a pro. LOL. What are you talking about, man? Black and brown. My brother was good. Was good. More like boring. As who's boring? Who are you talking about, Shadow? I don't know. Conor Ben got COVID. I know, Black and Brown. We were talking about that. What do you think about that, Joshua? This COVID. Was you looking forward to that fight, Conor Ben, Adrian Granados?
Yeah, because even though I haven't really seen Conor Ben fight yet, I have seen Granados. You know what I mean?
Right.
I kind of was looking forward to that, but you know, shit happened. You know, we can't say if it's real.
Let me clear this up. Shadow boxing, you're an idiot. No, he doesn't. Eddie Hearn already came out and said he has nothing to do with this fight with Plant. You idiot. He has zero to do with it. Well, I don't get why y'all keep going back to this. He is not with DAZN. Understand this. He's not with DAZN. Eddie's not brokering this deal with Al Heyman and Canelo. He has nothing to do with it. So stop it. If he works with DAZN no matter what, you think that the fight with Plant and Canelo is going to be on DAZN? So when that fight's not on DAZN, just get some powder, dump it in your hand, and smack the hell out of yourself because he's not with DAZN, Shadow. Stop it. Stop. Edgar Rivera, Simora, what's good? He says, salute to the chat and the panel. What's good with you, man? I don't care what Hearn says, bro. Hearn says a lot, but Hearn doesn't decide what goes on with Canelo. Reynoso and Canelo does. That's why he sued Golden Boy and DAZN. He didn't sue Golden Boy and DAZN shadow boxing just to do what they say again. Think about it. He sued for his right to do what he wants to do. Not to be restricted back up under DAZN. That's not why he sued. You're not even making sense, dude. Smoky ass NorCal with these fires. Yeah, bro. I hope you all right out there, Remy. Man, God bless all of you guys. I seen it. Those wildfires are freaking ravaging Northern California. Chin Smoke in the building. What's good? What's good? Edgar says, Black and Brown, salute my brother. Shadow boxing. Canelo GGG will do more than any outside. Joshua Fury, hardcore, stay mad. Shadow boxing. Canelo, listen. Canelo GGG only benefits GGG in the zone and you, okay? It might do more numbers, right? Canelo is going to get a certain amount of money no matter who he fights, bro. It doesn't have to be GGG. He's going to get massive money fighting Benavidez, massive money fighting Bivol, massive money because this is Canelo is the draw. GGG is not a draw anymore. That fight will be big because it's Canelo with GGG. You think GGG bought those numbers with Zerameta? You idiot. Go look at the numbers for GGG and Zerameta. And then go look at the numbers for Canelo and Andy Yildirim. You idiot. They sold out Cowboy Stadium with Andy Yildirim. Go look at GGG's numbers with Zerameta. See if they're close. So it's Canelo that's the attraction. GGG's old, on his way out the door. GGG only interests you right now, shadow boxing. It's not. That's not what people cares about. It's just, it's just boxing. What's up, Joshua?
With that being said, I'm wondering where in the hell is Andre and Charlo at in this equation. You know what I mean? They could step in there and try to fight if Plant don't want it.
They're not going to move up. Reynoso and Canelo already said they're not going to go down to 60, right? So Bivol and Beterbiev sits at 75, so they would be moving up, Canelo and Reynoso, where, you know, Charlo talking some 164 catch weight and all this. Man, ain't nobody bending for you. You're not doing anything. Take your ass up to 168 and fight there or forget about it. Keep doing nothing. Nobody's going to bend and fold for you. And Dmitry Andre's full of it. He had every chance to get in line for Canelo. So I'm not even hearing about Dmitry Andre. Well, Canelo's in negotiations with Callum Smith, Demetrius Andre could have utilized his WBO exclusion to get the fight with BJS, and it would have been him fighting Canelo instead of BJS if he really wanted that to happen. But he never did that, right? All he had to do was go fight BJS. You beat BJS, you're in line to fight Canelo because Canelo said that he was going to challenge all of these champions, which he most certainly did. He's challenged all of them, right? Demetrius Andre could have put himself in line. No, he didn't. And he fought Liam Williams, and now he's talking foolery again. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Canelo. Shakur Stevenson is born. Oh, yeah, Shakur. Yeah, he is not the most exciting fighter, that's for sure. Fighter. Comment clearly say he works with her no matter what other commentary. Man, look, I don't care. He don't work with Hearn. Is he working with Hearn on the Plant fight? Because if he ain't working with Hearn on the Plant fight, smack yourself. And I can guarantee you, Hearn don't have anything to do with PBC business, you idiot. Stop it, Shadow. Why you arguing about something that don't make sense? They're not letting Hearn do any business with the PBC. The PBC's not gonna work with Hearn, knowing he's not Canelo's promoter. They'll ignore the hell out of him. If you don't get out of here with that, Canelo.
Hey, D, I'm a go ahead and jump off.
Yeah, bro, I didn't know you worked that overnight shift, man. Get you a shower, top that beer, and get you some rest, brother. I appreciate it.
I quit drinking, bro, but I looked at my
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that, fam. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I looked at my hair and I look like I've been raised by the jackals of fucking Egypt, my nigga. So I need to go ahead and handle that, bro.
All right, fam. I
look rough.
That's all right, bro. Get her braided on up. Look, man, or just do like me. Shine her up.
No, I can't do that again. I can't do that again.
All right, bro. Hey, I appreciate you jumping on with me, Joshua.
All right, be easy, y'all. It's on.
All right, no doubt.
One.
Tony Boswell in the building. What's good with you, Tony? I know you're probably riding to work, brother. Good to see you. Tony said, "Tell him, speak your mind." So I'm trying to educate him, Tony. He don't want to listen. Shadow boxing a little loose this morning, bro. Name me a fight that does. Okay, Shadow, you idiot. I guess you just, Shadow, you miss me, don't you? You really missed this part of D. Jefferson. So I won't give it to you. It's just you want to be the resident idiot this morning. Nobody is talking about the numbers on the fight, bro. It's the desire, bro. You telling me that, okay, this fight does this, that, the third. I don't even know if that's true, bro. I don't even, because the fans are going to demand what they want to see. I'm not even sure if that's true. If that's true, it does more than say Canelo Charlo, Canelo Benavidez. I'm not sure if that's true. GGG is old. He can't win. Nobody expects him to win this third fight. Intrigue. Suspense is what builds fights, shadow boxing. Always have. There's a lot less intrigue in this fight. No one was impressed with Derevarenchenko or Zaremeta. This doesn't look like the GGG from Canelo GGG 1 or Canelo GGG 2. This doesn't look like the same Gennady Golovkin. But Canelo at the same time is going uphill, fighting bigger fighters, stronger fighters. And GGG is declining at 160. Don't you understand that these things matter when you talk about building the fights? And the fans see this. So the intrigue has died down of who would win that fight, because you have a better Canelo that's on the way up and a GGG that's on his way out the door. This is not the classic clash that we got initially, shadow boxing. Those types of things add to the intrigue, the suspense, and the desire for this fight to happen, which would equate to sales, you idiot. So it's not for certain that this does bigger than anything else. Shaking my head. You idiot. Stop it. Stop it. I hope that's enough for you. Herm been talking too much without fully delivering. Facts, Remy. Facts. That is definitely a fact. Plant fight ain't happening, D. I don't know, bro. It might not. It might not go down. That we agree upon. G-Man Boxing. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, G-Man. G-Man with the super chat. Appreciate that, my friend. Joshua versus Ruiz was PBC working with Ahern, D. Joshua versus Ruiz. Yeah. Yeah, they were. Because Anthony Joshua is Hearn's fighter. You idiot. Okay? Boy, you've been, what's in your cup this morning, shadow boxing? I know what's in my cup. Yeah. I know what's in my cup. It's coffee. It's mud, bro. That's it. What the hell is in your cup this morning? Joshua is Eddie Hearn's fighter. Caleb Plant is not. Canelo is not. Okay? The hell is that? That's the difference. That's Hearn's fighter. Of course they were working with Hearn. Canelo's not Hearn's fighter. He's no one's fighter. This is the part that you're missing. Canelo's fighter. LT in the building. What's good with you, brother? Mi hermano. What's good, LT? Good to see you, bro. He said, yes. Just clocked in time. My man. Appreciate you, Tony. Always. Appreciate you, brother. Yo, what's good? I'm liking this energy. Yo, any news on Teofimo versus Kambosos Jr.? No, not yet, Miami J. But I will tell you, as soon as you know I'm going to pop it, we're going to talk about it that morning. Teofimo, look, man, I'm not really concerned with Kambosos Jr. This fight. I'm not. Kambosos Jr. can be as hype as he want to be, talk all the nonsense he wants to talk. Teofimo going to knock that boy out. What I'm concerned with is what Teofimo is going to do after Kambosos Jr. Now, right now, it's all speculation. I don't want to hear anything else but Lomachenko or Devin Haney. Preferably, I would like it to be Devin Haney. Like, come on, man. Go fight Devin Haney. If he don't fight Devin Haney, I'm accepting Loma. I would prefer Devin Haney. I'm accepting Loma. Anything else, Tio and I got a problem. Tio and I might be separating ways. Because he's turning diva on us, LT. He's doing a lot of diva-ish things, right, bro? I mean, I got to admit, LT, you keep it 100 too, LT. And Miami J Kid, I'm just saying this, but LT keep it 100. He turning diva on us, bro. I don't like the way Tio talk. Tio should be talking about fighting everybody. What? You think you as good as me? Come on, outside the contract, I'll show you you're not as good as me. Not this nonsense about he ain't fought nobody. No. What are you talking about, bro? Teach him a lesson if he thinks he's at your level. You don't turn the fight down because you don't think he's done enough. What is this? What is the world coming to in boxing? It's ridiculous. Hardcores aren't talking about, but casuals are. Okay, you're talking sales, bro. No one cares, bro. No one cares. A lot of casuals love Benavidez. So they're going to talk about that. If you're going to talk about casuals, you know how many casuals really believe Benavidez can beat Canelo? Chain with Ice, what's good, brother? What's good? What's good, dog? But Shadow, you said PBC don't work with Hearn. I said they're not going to work with Hearn on this fight. They're not going to mess with Hearn on this fight, is what I said. Shadow, you're not listening because it has nothing to do with him. They're not messing with Hearn on this Canelo fight. Canelo's his own boss. He's going to negotiate this. Do you see Hearn? If Hearn was involved, Shadow Boxing, why isn't he involved on the negotiations? That's the first indication there. What fight has Hearn done that he wasn't involved on the negotiations, you idiot? What fight? What fight has Hearn ever done that he wasn't directly involved on the negotiations of the fight? What fight, Shadow Boxing? That alone should get you to stop this foolishness you're on right now. Hearn's not involved. If he was involved, he would be directly involved on the negotiations. That dude is right in the middle of all the negotiations on the fights that he's involved in. Hearn's talking from the outside looking in. That's what's going on, bro. Cambosis Jr. is like a lesser Mario Barrios. I like that, Joshua. Yeah. I guess we will have to agree to disagree. Yeah, whatever, bro. I guess you just have to not understand right now. No, well, nobody cares about GGG Canelo 3. Take a poll. Put a poll up on your channel. Or just put it up on mine. No one cares about that fight. Only GGG fans. I like Tio, but to be fair, there was hints of diva before Loma. Nah. Absolutely not, G-Man. I wouldn't go for that. Explain. If you got a good explanation, fair point, but prior to winning the Loma fight, no. Hell no. The dude was pushing forward, going straight forward, straight for the target. He went Nakatani, Kome, Lomachenko. That ain't nothing diva about that, fam. It was getting that Loma win, collecting those straps, sitting at the top. He started to diva out. That's what happened to my boy. Once he collected those straps, he started to diva out, man. Because remember, before Loma, G-Man, he was talking about beating Loma and going right to Josh Taylor. He was still with that thirst, that hunger. That fool ain't mentioned Josh Taylor here recently. Talking all of these other fights. He ain't even talking about Josh. That's the type of hunger and desire I'm saying is gone away, bro. It's just gone away. Dead game, boxing in the building. What's good, Dead game? What's good with you? Say what up, Dead game. Salute. Shadow boxing. Lopez had the diva energy for a while, G-Man. How? You guys, y'all not going to sit here and dump on Teofimo Lopez. I'm not done with him yet. Not yet, fellas. Hold up. Slow down. Let's keep it 100. Nobody was checking for Cambosis Jr. before. Yeah, but it's an IBF mandatory. You know how many of their mandatories is like, what? Where does this guy come from? Look at the IBF mandatories, Joshua Lil John. That's the problem with the IBF. They will enforce their mandatories. So the fans know, okay, the IBF, they'll strip you. They say you got a mandatory fight, they'll strip you. So kudos for that. They will enforce their mandatories. Problem with them is where the hell do they get these mandatories? They just pick them out of a hat? Oh, okay, he'll be mandatory. That's the problem that people have with the IBF, that they get these guys that are unknown. And, you know, they're mandatory for the IBF at 147, Joshua. Right? Kujotilo Abdulkakarov. If the fans, you told the fans that, what? Errol Spence mandatory Kujotilo Abdulkakarov? Who the hell is that? This is what the deal is with the IBF. These mandatories come out of the wazoo, and nobody knows like these guys. But yeah, nobody's really checking for Kambosos Jr. That I agree with. But he's a mandatory. He's a mandatory. All right, G-Man says the way he was with regards to Loma Purse. No, G-Man. No. Hell to the no. G-Man. Bro, I went through so much hell, so many lives on that before. That was Bob Arum's snakery, bro. We're not going to put that on Teofimo Lopez. And Lomachenko come out and he said he didn't pay anything. He didn't give Teofimo any money. Bob Arum was trying to pay him 1.2. How is that diva? See, now I went off about this prior to that. This kid, did he ever say, this is what I kept telling everyone when people try to say, oh, D, you're not keeping the same energy. I said, when did he say he was not going to fight? What he said is he want more money. He turned down the 1.2, and he very well should have turned down the 1.2 because Bob was trying to undercut him, just like he did in the very next fight with Kambosos Jr. after he beats Lomachenko. Then he goes to Triller and gets $6 million. Even Eddie Hearn and them over the zone offered them more than this idiot Bob Arum. So he wasn't acting like a diva. The kid had done everything he's supposed to do. Jump to the ranks to fight Lomachenko. What did Bob Arum do for Lomachenko when Loma moved that fast? He was paying the kid, G-Man. But then Teofimo get ready to fight Lomachenko for all the damn belts. Presumably at the time, they wasn't counting Devin Haney. They said this is all the marbles. Suleiman even came out and said 4 belt undisputed. So this was Lomachenko for all the marbles, 1.2. That wasn't diva, fam. It wasn't diva, and guess what? Guess what Bob Arum and ESPN did? Came up with some more money and paid the kid some more money because he deserved more money. That was not diva. Talking about some no Devin Haney gonna fight somebody. That kid got a WBC strap on him. You need to fight him and show him he's not. That's diva. But asking for more money that you deserve and Bob Arum trying to snake you out of the money you deserve, that's not diva, fam. Not in my book. I couldn't give him no heat for that one because that was Bob Arum being a snake, bro. I'm tired of the boxing world blaming these fighters. Bob Arum gets away with a lot of snakery, bro. I'm just going back and forth with my guy, Modern Machine, over this Terrence Crawford situation. Stop blaming Crawford and Spence and Porter and these guys. It's Heyman and Arum with the greed and the nonsense that they be doing, trying to manipulate these fights, making more money than the damn fighters. Those old bastards not in the ring. That's what a lot of this is. So I don't think that was diva, man, trying to offer 1.2 to fight a Lomachenko. At the time, Lomachenko was getting like 3.6. And here's the problem. It wasn't Lomachenko's fault nor Teofimo's fault that the pandemic happened. But how come Lomachenko, he was perfectly fine. You know why? Because he got a mere little pittance snatched off of what he was promised before the fight, where Teofimo was less than 50%. It was like freaking 60-some% they gonna slash from what he was supposed to get. Come on, bro. That's not diva. And Teofimo and Junior Lopez knew for sure there was more money. Y'all could give us more than that. It's more money in that pot. I don't want to hear this about no COVID nonsense. That's what that was about, fam. That's what that was all about. Bob Arum is the biggest snake in this game. He will do this foolishness and have it looking like it's the other network, the fighter. This is what he does to the fans, and he's a pro at it. He's been doing it almost 60 years right now. That's what he does. Now watch that snake, bro. Bob Arum's a snake. Snake in the grass. Wait, Jed Kyle, what's good, my bro? What's good with you, Jed, in the building? He said, do you think Triller overpanned Lopez for the... No, Triller mistake was moving their date, messing with Floyd Mayweather. They should have said F Floyd. They moved the date. Till got COVID, blew everything out of whack. That was their mistake. No, they're not paying too much money. Bob Arum was being cheap. He wasn't trying to pay enough. It would have never went to purse bid if he would have gave Teofimo more money, and we would have had the fight already. We would have been on to new things. This is all Bob Arum. He tried to look. He forced Teo to purse bid. Do you guys understand this? The dude, look. How do you go down in pay? Are you guys seriously now? Serious. Let's be serious. All of these other kids, Tank, Ryan, Devin, they get mega money for these fights. Teofimo doing the most, and Bob wants to take him from 1.75 to 1.2. Down in the Kambosos Jr. fight. Less money. You just won all of the belts. You beat Lomachenko, and he wants to take him down in salary. So Teo was like, F that, bro. Let's take it to purse bid. I'm worth more than a down 1.2. What are you trying to do to me? Well, goes to purse bid. Teofimo end up getting 3.9, which is way more than 1.2. Come on, bro. It's the business. Why? Like, we got to understand what's going on in this game. See, this is how all of this conspired, and it was all because of Bob being greedy. If he only pays Teofimo 1.2, and that fight makes enough where he could have paid him 3.9, who gets the extra money? Think about it, bro. Think about it. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on. Just shows IBF is also picky when it comes to enforcing mandos. They're not picky when it comes to enforcing mandos. They will definitely enforce mandos. They're silly with the mandatory guys that they pick. These guys that they pick to be the mandatory. That's where the problem is. They're not picky when it comes to enforcing it. They stripped Canelo Alvarez, you idiot, the biggest name in boxing. They stripped him. So anybody's subject to be stripped. Richard Coleman called out Devin Haney, but I only hear crickets. Man, that's a good fight. He should fight him. Ryan coming back trying to steal Jojo Diaz, and Jojo will probably go that route because presumably Ryan's worth more money. Mark made a good point how Ryan just may not be, but this is what the fighters and camps think, so they probably chase after Ryan if that happens. Richard Coleman, Joshua Littlejohn been hollering for that fight for a long time, Miami JK. He been saying Richard Coleman, Devin. I think that's a magnificent fight. Shadow boxing, Arum still with that trickery, 50 years worth of tricks. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Shadow boxing. This is old time snake. He has the snakery down pat, bro. G-Man said, never heard about Arum's part in it. Yeah, to be fair, Arum shortchanging fighters isn't exactly new. No, exactly. Oh, yeah, bro. I did a whole live about that, G-Man. Broke Arum down and the nonsense he was doing. And I'm like, bro, this is crazy to me. And then a lot of fans don't. And that's the beauty of what it is that Bob Arum does, because a lot of fans don't know about this. You know us, G-Man, we all always into different articles, and then when it's the fighters that we follow, and then we follow them more depth. Well, I follow Teofimo, and so, but the average fan is not going to know all of this, and Bob knows this. The average fan don't know this stuff, so he does this bullshit. Pardon my French, but he does this nonsense, and it goes right over, and it points to the fighter or the other network or the other promoter, and then exonerates Bob Arum, makes him look squeaky clean. And he's the culprit the whole time. He's the one the whole time. I just think $7 million bid was too much for the man. The one they plan to have at the time is a Holyfield and someone. It might have been Tyson and someone, I don't know, but then Tyson went with the Legends League and say he's not doing fights for Triller, and a lot of that stuff broke up. So at the time they had the bid, they had another big attraction. I mean, business, bro. Business. I don't think solely Kambosos Jr. and Teofimo sells that, no. But it was the other attractions, the Snoop Dogg, the shows that, you know, they're bringing something new to boxing. Also, when they did that, Jake hadn't done that signing with Showtime. Remember, that was something else that probably threw a monkey wrench because those Paul brothers are bringing in numbers. So Jake went and signed with Showtime. Tyson said F Triller, and all of this stuff happens and things change. And then, you know, they got to figure it out, though, because they already put the bid in. It's like an auction. You already paid for it. Now you got to sell it. All for them paying T.O. well. Yeah, man. I just say that incident wasn't him being devious because it was, you know, Bob being silly with the funds. But I'm calling him the Teodoro Lopez right now, G-Man. I'm not protecting him because he's not, you know, he's disappointing me in the way he's moving now and all of this nonsense. If you're not going to fight, he even talked about not fighting Kambosos Jr. because he may have to go to Australia. And that is unacceptable to me. Because if you're not going to fight Kambosos Jr., then you should have fought Devin Haney all along. That's unacceptable. You have to fight Kambosos Jr. It's unacceptable to stop this fight. And if you do stop this fight, then it should be for a fight for Devin Haney, not freaking Lomachenko. Because that's what the article said. He might just scrap this fight and go ahead into the fight with Lomachenko. That's foolishness, bro. That's absolute foolishness. If you scrap the fight with Kambosos Jr., then you should go into the fight with Devin Haney. And then he possibly get stripped from the IBF. Like, bro, this is a bunch of nonsense, bro. I can't go with that, man. It said because Lopez versus Lomachenko is a unification while Kambosos is no-name mandatory. One generates more than the other. Shadow, you always talking about money, bro. So why hasn't Spence been forced to fight Abdul Kakarov then? Well, see, shadow boxing, see. This shows me you don't pay attention to boxing. This is why I call you an idiot, because ignorance would lead to you being called an idiot. Okay? Abdul Kakarov and Sergey Lipinets was supposed to fight, okay, to make it the final eliminator. But that fight didn't materialize. It got shut down. And Sergey Lipinets ended up fighting with Custio Clayton, right? He fought Custio Clayton, and that was supposed to be the eliminator. And Abdul Kakarov still had his position, right? But Custio Clayton and Sergey Lipinets came to a draw. Therefore, the IBF could never establish the mandatory. You idiot. Keep up. Keep up with this, Shadow, before you just start talking crazy. So it was initially Abdul Kakarov, Sergey Lipinets, but because that fight didn't go down, and then it went to Sergey Lipinets, Custio Clayton, which mandatory would have still been established at that fight, but they never got a winner. It went to a draw. So it couldn't be Abdul Kakarov because he was off doing for sickness. And it couldn't be Sergey Lipinets or Custio Clayton. Abdul Kakarov still has his position. But what happened was it was a draw. No fight mandated with Custio Clayton and Sergey Lipinets. And now Abdul Kakarov is still sitting there. IBF cannot establish a mandatory. They can't just push somebody. Who would it be? Would it be Custio Clayton, Sergey Lipinets? Probably not him because he just lost the boost, but Custio Clayton still has a say, and Abdul Kakarov, as the initial, still has a say when he was supposed to be fighting Sergey Lipinets. Yeah, it's confusing, but if you're ignorant of all of this, which you clearly are right now, then you would think what you think. But that's why Abdul Kakarov is not forced in. Pay attention. Keep up. That's all you got to do. IBF get bad mandatories. Remember Carol Brook versus, Kevin Becerra. Exactly. Or Carlos Ocampo for Errol Spence, G-Man. Remember that one? Carlos Ocampo, Errol Spence. Come on, bro. IBF mandatories are ridiculous, bro. Bruce Goes, what's good with you? What's good, Bruce Goes? The way Australia is going, Tio won't be able to get into the country. Yeah, and if he does, it's going to be a 14-day quarantine before he can even do anything. Abdikakarov and Boots Ennis needs to happen. They said Boots will beat the hell out of Kuchitito Abdikakarov. He'll beat him up, bro. But that would be good for Boots because it'll boost him right up in the rankings, Joshua. Which is why I asked. Why? Oh, okay, well, I'm glad you did ask why. Now you know why. You idiot. You still an idiot. Ennis versus Clayton for IBO mandatory. Yeah. Could be. All right, guys, we at 106. Shadow boxing took us over the edge. I appreciate y'all coming out. I appreciate you, Shadow Boxing. You probably brought the energy and the action to the live this morning. But yeah, man, Candle Plant Canelo, work it out, man. Get it done. Let's make it happen, and I'll be pretty interested in seeing Shakur Stevenson and Jamel Herring. I would probably pick Shakur Stevenson to win that fight. But Shadow, I think it was Shadow said earlier, Jamel Herring could humble Shakur Stevenson, and that could be the case. But y'all know how I always in this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.